Markets, Manisha Gupta is joining in. Manisha, what are you looking at this morning?
I'm absolutely looking at copper because what a start to 2023 in this commodity, whether you look at LME, Shanghai, US markets, we are looking at copper prices trading at a 6-month highs across all of these exchanges. When you look at LME itself, we are looking at a resistance at $8,900 per ton there. But on US markets, we've crossed above $4 per pound yet again in the markets there. Well, if you look at the global smelting in sense of copper for 2022, that was the lowest in 6 years, and that has been supportive. And then apart from that, when you look at the overall output for copper, whether in Chile or Peru, it has been quite low. There is political unrest there, and that has impacted the mine output there. If you look at the Chile output itself, we have seen a decline in the month of November, overall by 6.9%. And the major miners like Codelco, BHP and Collahuasi, you can see anywhere between 1 to 12% of a decline for the last year in sense of copper production there. Markets also are looking at the China Zhangzhou plan, where they are looking at starting or restarting 1722 projects, which are worth $945 billion in the year 2023. And that would mean you would require more steel, more construction material and copper, and that is supportive. The China Lunar New Year holidays for the month of Jan starts between 23rd to 27th of Jan, and the expectation is that we are looking at some restocking ahead of that as well. This is what copper has done over the last few years there, and while there was a dip in 2022 in sense of prices, 19, 20 and 21 saw some gains, and this year so far in the first 10 days of the 2023, we are up by nearly 4.5% already, so 6-month highs on your screens there. If you look at the global markets as well, there is just about 4.5 to 5 days of global consumption worth of inventories in the markets, and that is supportive. This is the outlook where Goldman Sachs expects new all-time highs in case of copper in this year at 11,000. They're expecting higher highs in 2024 going forward as well. And the average that they're looking at for this year is 9,750. We are trading at around 8,900 right now. Bank of America also expects all-time highs in case of copper in this year by third quarter, that is. But Fitch, BNP Paribas and GN City are expecting an average of where the copper prices are trading right now. Fitch actually expects the copper prices to decline, but many of these banks and brokerages also believe that the first half could be difficult for the industrial metals and copper included. But second half, third quarter and fourth quarter is where you could be looking at demand coming back, China reopening properly, interest rate highs peaking, and that is where you would see support coming.
Manisha, thank you very much for that. By the way, we've got a China discussion coming up a little later after a quick commercial break. But before we do that, Bharti is the one which is slipping in trade. Actually, it's been the top loser since